¡Que viva Mexico! So there's nothing like a mariachi band to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month here in the city of Paterson. Araceli Gutierrez, fuerte aplauso. Gracias for bringing our mariachi band. I first want to clarify a common misconception. There are people that still believe that Mexican independence was achieved on May 5th, which we celebrate as Cinco de Mayo. But for the record, Mexican independence is September 16th, and today in the city of Paterson we celebrate Mexican independence by raising the Mexican flag. We also celebrate the fact that many countries in Latin America achieved independence at this time, whether it was Guatemala, Nicaragua, Honduras, Costa Rica, Mexico, all achieved independence, whether it was September 16th or the 18th. In fact, this Sunday we're raising the Guatemalan flag. So we're gonna have Guatemaltecos here in the city of Paterson, and we'll also invite people from Salvador so we can have some pupusa. Speaking of food, if you're hungry, we have a food truck, Speedy Taco to my left. Make sure you get high quality Mexican cuisine, or you can go to the cathedral, not too far from here as well. So we're proud that we can celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month and we can celebrate Mexican independence here in the city of Patterson. At this time, I want to hear from a leader in our Mexican community who made this all possible when I made the phone call like a snap of her finger. Here comes the mariachi band, and here come our Mexican Americans. And this past Cinco de Mayo, we were proud that we were able to rename that portion of Grand Street where we have a burgeoning Mexican population, Mexico Boulevard. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Araceli Gutierrez.
¡Viva México! Gracias por acompañarnos en este día tan especial. ¡Viva México!
She's a woman of very few words, but you gotta try her guacamole. It's probably the best I've ever had. And that's how you measure the true quality of any Mexican restaurant. How well they make their guacamole. Oh, we've just been joined by our Director of Personnel, and that is Stephanie Pabon. Fuerte aplauso, please. Stephanie, you want to come up here? I want everybody to see. So it's Hispanic Heritage Month. And as you know, Roberto Clemente, a proud Puerto Rican, or Boricua. Today is Roberto Clemente Day in Major League Baseball, and she's proudly wearing the number 21 jersey that he wore for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I also see our Director of Strategic Initiatives, proud Ecuadorian American, Deborah Bravo. If you want to join us as well, come on, Deborah. Come on, Bravo. Her name is Bravo, so you gotta say Bravo. Lord. At this time, I want to call forward the councilman who did sponsor the renaming of Grand Street to Mexico Boulevard, Councilman Luis A. Velez.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, everyone. But I want to take this moment, if you allow me. There was a gentleman that fought for the Mexican community in the 5th Ward, because I have in the 5th Ward the majority of the Mexican restaurant and residents in the 5th Ward, in Grand Street, Mill Street, all that section. I want to do a moment of silence for Feli Gutierrez. He fought for the Mexican community, and that's why we named Grand Street Mexico Boulevard. A moment of silence for him. Thank you. And saying that, que viva México. Quiero decirle a todas las personas que apoyamos a la comunidad mexicana que Paterson es una ciudad que le da la bienvenida a la comunidad inmigrante. Y donde no los quieran, yo los recibo. Por eso es que amo a la comunidad mexicana, la comunidad suramericana, la comunidad centroamericana y la comunidad que verdaderamente representa la comunidad laboral en nuestra ciudad, la comunidad inmigrante. I just want to say this, and I want to say it loud and clear. Paterson is a welcome immigrant city. Whatever they want him, we receive him and we will treat him the way that we treat any other community. So que viva México, que viva la mexicanidad y que viva nuestros hermanos mexicanos en la ciudad de Paterson que contribuyen mucho a nuestra ciudad. God bless Mexico.
I also want to acknowledge our deputy mayor is a proud Peruvian American, Maria del Pilar Rivas. Another proud Peruvian American, our Chief of Staff and Acting Economic Development Director, Christian Caligari. And Director and Hector seem to go together. Our Director of Security here at City Hall, Director Hector L. Nieves. Congressman Pascual sent one of his finest representatives to join us today on the steps of City Hall as we kick off Hispanic Heritage Month and raise the Mexican flag. And with us today is Axel Esquivel. Did I get that right? Esquivel. I knew you would know how to say it better than I would. Go ahead.
Thank you. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes en este día. Me llamo Axel, soy de la oficina del congresista Pascrel. Él en este momento está laborando en Washington, pero manda saludos. Gracias al Mayor Andre, al Councilman, a todos los invitados en este día. Como su vecino del Salvador, nacido en El Salvador, un saludo a mi gente de México. ¡Que viva México!
Axel Esquivel. Esquivel. And he's Salvadorian, but he didn't bring the pupusa. What's up with that, Axel? We've also been joined by a proud Colombian American who raises the Colombian flag every July, and that is our Director of Constituent Services, Javier Fernandez, who's with his partner in progress, our Road Inspector, Anthony Fazinga. Thank you, Tony, for joining us. And of course, our Director of our Law Department, Corporation Counsel, Eamon Abushi. Araceli, thank you. Where were you raising the flag again? Nicaraguan. Yes, okay, we will. We'll definitely do that. And Ivy, thank you. We'll give her a round of applause. Thanks for joining us. And our Director of Communications, Dazzling Dazzle Tilos. All right, without any further ado, I think it's about that time. We are going to raise the Mexican flag in honor of Mexican independence. So you got to recognize, again, I can't underscore it enough. May 5th is not Mexican independence. It's just an opportunity to get special drink sales at participating restaurants and bars. Well, I'm sure you benefit too. But nevertheless, today we celebrate Mexican Independence Day one day early by raising the Mexican flag. And I will tell you, Paterson is a better place because Mexicans call our city home. And one day bring Canelo, I want to meet him. And Julio Cesar Chavez, and Marco Antonio Barrera, and Eric Morales, and Juan Manuel Marquez. But I met my favorite, El Niño de Oro, El Chico Dorado, Oscar de la Hoya. Let's raise that flag, come on. Yeah, come on mariachi. Come on mariachi.
¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡El fuego bendito de Dios! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! ¡Mi sangre por ti daré yo!
Pick the right day. Dios con nosotros. Come on.
Soy puro mexicano, por eso estoy dispuesto. Si México lo quiere, que tenga que pelear. Mi vida se la ofrezco, al cabo él me la ha dado, y como buen soldado yo se la quiero dar. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! ¡Oh suelo bendito de Dios! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Mi sangre por ti daré yo. ¡Arriba México! Soy puro mexicano, nacido en este suelo, en esta hermosa tierra que es mi linda nación. Mi México querido, qué linda es mi bandera, si alguna la mancilla le parto el corazón. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! ¡Oh tierra bendita de Dios! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Mi sangre por ti daré yo. Soy puro mexicano, por eso estoy dispuesto. Si México lo quiere, que tenga que pelear. Mi vida se la ofrezco, al cabo que le debo, y yo lo buen soldado, yo se lo quiero dar. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! ¡Oh tierra bendita de Dios! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Mi sangre por ti daré yo. Soy puro mexicano y nunca me he rajado. Si quieren informarse, la historia les dirá que México es valiente, que nunca se ha rajado. Viva la democracia y también la libertad. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! ¡Oh tierra bendita de Dios! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Mi sangre por ti daré yo. Soy puro mexicano, nacido en este suelo, en esta hermosa tierra que es mi linda nación. Mi México querido, qué linda es mi bandera, si alguno la mancilla le parto el corazón. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! ¡Oh tierra bendita de Dios! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Mi sangre por ti daré.